Am I introducing us today?
Hey everybody. Yep, bring it on.
We are Jill and Levi Hunsaker, and we just wanted to talk to you a little bit today about visualization. So,
So this right here is going to be your superpower for creating your dreams. Um, you know, who here has big dreams? Put hashtag big dreams below. Um, th- this guy
this
right
guy.
here, and those dreams, they don't come about just because we wish they would come about. It takes work, it takes effort, and really, it takes work before you even get to work.
So, one of the things that I have noticed over the years is that the things that we've been able to accomplish, the big things, um, have first started with a thought, which has grown into using our imagination to really see the dream
Yep.
before it comes about. So, um, one of the things about visualization is that, well, first of all, what it is basically using your imagination to picture yourself in the situation that you would like to get to, or picture the goal you want to accomplish, and like picturing the way it feels, and all the emotions that surround it. Um,
So funny story that just came back to me just now, as she was talking about that. Um, in my wild youth days, I competed um, at a high level in power tumbling gymnastics. For those of you that are not specifically familiar with that, it's just the tumbling part of it. Um, Before every pass, when I would go compete, I was in my mind going through everything about what I was about to do. I was going through um, visually seeing myself do it from like a weird out of body experience to also an in body experience where I could actually feel the muscle memory of actually doing the the skills that I had repeated over and over and over and over again. And that, like, this was long before I had gotten into, you know, what I had considered the froofy mindset stuff. My mindset has completely changed around that. But for, at that time, I was a teenager. It just didn't connect until just now. I was today years old when I made that connection.
it is interesting to watch that process from the outside, and because I've seen Levi do it, and I've seen our daughter do it before gymnastics meets, right before they go, and it's their bodies even like twitch and move as they are like picturing the ways they're gonna move. But
Well, the thing is, a memory is a whole body experience. Um, yeah, your whole body is involved in your memory. You have the sights, the tastes, the touch, the the
the
the
smell.
sounds, the smells, the connections that you make to whatever activity that is. And if you can actually create those memories, this is the cool thing is your brain is very susceptible to what you suggest to it. So meditation and visualization, these are all, and even hypnosis, and I'm not talking about um, someone else hypnotizing you. I'm talking about yourself um, having your conscious mind suggest to your subconscious what you really want. Um, all of these things feed together.
Yeah. Um, it's pretty amazing how you can like smell something and all of a sudden you're 10 years back or whatever. But
Or I smell the smell of fall coming. See, I don't smell that. She does every year, and She's just like, I smell fall in the air. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Seasons have smells. Anyway, I was practicing this the other day, visualization, because we had talked about moving some things around in our house, and I was just kind of thinking, how is that going to work? And I always just take some time to just kind of sit back, look at the space, and arrange things the way that I think it will work. And I have done that for years, like even when it's about like if we buy this house, how is it going to work for our family, or doing business stuff, like what's that going to feel like, and what are the steps going to be to get us there, and how are we going to embody that, I guess.
So the biggest thing about all of this is it's a lot of people call it planning, but visualization goes so much further than planning. For me, what visualization is it becomes more and more powerful the more descriptive and creative and very pinpointed you can get with it. So, for example, think about the very first Christmas that you remember. What were you doing? What can you remember yourself doing? What can you remember your family members doing? What can you remember the sights, the tastes, the feeling of excitement just like boiling up inside of you that morning, like wondering what was going to come? Just the sheer excitement, imagination, and wonder of a little kid. Now think about how you feel right now. And that feeling you can actually create for yourself through visualization before you've even accomplished the goal that you're setting out to do. And when you can visualize it, when you can put that deep in your mind and have a full experience, it's not just a possibility anymore. It's an inevitability that you're going to achieve it. But you got to get to work.
Yeah. I think it's in 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, where he talks about starting with the end in mind, and goes through like the feeling and the smells and the sights and all of it. But visualization can increase motivation because it can actually get you excited about what you're about to do.
Well, and it's that recall of that moment, just like we were able to recall the feelings and the emotions. Let us know how you felt. Put your strongest emotion you felt of your first Christmas below. You can create that same thing. And that right there, when you can recall that feeling over and over, is a strong, strong motivating factor. It also helps you to understand what skill sets that you need to develop. Whenever you set out on a goal, unless it's a small goal, you're likely going to need to learn some new skill sets, learn some new things, some new knowledge, build some new relationships. And so you've got to develop yourself and your resources to be able to accomplish that. And we want you to go big on your goals. Like, get serious and say, okay, what do I really want? What is my big vision, my big picture?
Yeah.
What does it look like? Why am I building this business?
One way I've heard it is, what is it going to feel like when this is wildly successful? One of the other things that visualization does is it sparks creativity. So it just helps you widen that vision and come up with even more ideas of how to make it work. And I read a quote today, I believe it was Einstein that said, creativity is intelligence having fun. So let your intelligence have fun and let the creativity flow.
Yeah. Another big thing that visualization is going to do for you is it's going to kind of push out all of the noise and get you laser focused and bring clarity around what your real goals are. Because if you can't see it first, it's going to be a hard thing for you to actually go try to achieve if you can't actually see it being a reality.
Yeah, and once you can see it being a reality, you gain a lot of self-confidence that will help you get to that reality.
Exactly.
So we kind of were stuck in a rut not too long ago, and Levi came up with this 60-day challenge that challenges our minds and our bodies, and we just would love it if more people would join us on that journey. But it really has helped to pull me out of that, just
out of the funk.
Yeah.
So, this challenge, it's not about products or anything. It's all about progressing ourselves.
Yeah.
We're doing this. We would love you to join us in it, but it focuses a lot on mindset and growing yourself into the leader that you want to be in your company, in your organization, in your business, and for your team. Because when you feel better, you do better. And then it also focuses on the physical wellness aspect of it. But the mental and emotional health and wellness, I think, far outweighs even the physical benefits that we've been seeing so far.
Yeah.
So we're almost a month in. We started it right before New Year's because we said, well, what the heck are we waiting for? Let's call it a Now Year's resolution and get started now and get going. So what we have actually done is each night, most of the time, sometimes we have to catch up when we zonk, but each night we kind of record our progress. But what we want to do is connect with each of you in each week. And so each week there's a progress post to say, okay, these are my big aha moments. These are the things that are working well. These are the things that maybe the biggest struggles that I had that were hindering me reaching my goal. And then the last thing is, what's one thing that you might change in the coming week? And so it's just kind of a progress check-in. It gives some accountability. There's still, meditation and learning and reading and visualization and all this kind of stuff that goes into it.
And play.
And play.
And
don't forget to play, because that's important. Oh, no.
So
my nose is itching.
So
somebody's talking about me.
So how do they get to that?
How do they get to it? Well, I'll tell you what. On this page, it's actually a linked group to our fan page. So you can get to it through that, but in the comment of this video, we're actually going to put the Facebook group. So all you got to do is jump in there and request to be in the Facebook group. This group is all about positivity and being uplifting. And so if that's you, come join us on this challenge. Even if you're starting at day 1 today, come join us in this challenge and follow along with our journey.
Yep.
And we want to hear about your journey too.
We do.
So check the description of this video and head on over and jump in that group, and we'd love to have you join and connect with us. So
have a good night.
Good night, everybody.